Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be doing a prom makeup tutorial. This was highly requested. A lot of you guys wanted to see a prom look. I know prom season is right about now. Some of you may have already had your prom. I know my sister already had her prom, and some of you may be still having your prom, or maybe you just want an elegant makeup look. I don't know, but all I know is this was highly requested, so I'm here to give you all a prom makeup tutorial. I have not done a makeup tutorial in a minute. I miss it. I want to do it. So hopefully you guys all enjoy this video. If you want to learn how to do nice, dewy, elegant makeup, then just keep on watching. If you guys are not subscribed to my channel, be sure to subscribe because I post videos 2 times a week and I've been really consistent about it. I know a couple of times I've said I'm posting 2 videos a week and not been consistent about it, but girl, she's been consistent. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so starting off, I'm going to just put my hair back. I literally will actually go out in public like this, and if you think I'm lying, I'm not. My hair just sitting in front of my face is like just so irritating, and I feel like I'm at this phase with my hair where I literally do not care what it looks like, which is so weird because I've always kind of cared what it looks like. So my hair is just kind of like living. It's just kind of living its own fantasy of just leaving her, like, you know. Take off the glasses so we can do something with this face. Okay, so I did already wash my face and I just applied a little bit of moisturizer. So we're gonna go straight in with primer. Y'all better moisturize and wash your face if you're gonna do your prom makeup. I actually also recommend shaving your face. I know that sounds really weird. I actually don't get facial hair at all, but everyone has little facial hair. It's called vellus hair or something like that. All I know is that it's hair that's just on your face. So what I do is I take a little razor and I just shave it off, and it just really helps leave a really smooth base with your foundation because makeup will get in those little hairs and it'll make it kind of appear cakey. So that's just what I do to make my makeup look flawless. You don't have to, optional step, but that's what I do, just kind of prepping my skin wise. Also skincare, because hello, if you don't do skincare, your makeup is not gonna look good. So now I'm just going to be taking this Farsali Skin Tune Blur. Like this primer, I kind of live for it because it's a primer, but it's also like a skincare and it's good for your skin. I've been loving her recently. I used to go with like 17 different primers, and I just feel like doing too much is definitely a thing because it did not help my makeup keep on longer and it didn't really affect the final process. So less is more. I just stick for something that's hydrating, and usually that's what works, because anything that's blurring or pore filling or anything I just feel like doesn't really work for me. But this blurs my skin and helps it feel hydrated, so I've been loving that recently. I'm just gonna spritz my face. My skin is so dry, so I always try to do everything to make it less dry. So now I'm gonna take Farsali. This is not sponsored by Farsali. I know I've used 2 products in a row, but this is just their little highlighter. I actually got this in my BoxyCharm, and y'all know I love a dewy skin, so I'm going to just apply this to kind of the high points of my face because it's literally just gonna give me that glass skin look that I'm going for. I love it when my skin is smooth and shiny and flawless. On prom night, guys, it is your moment to shine and be extra and beautiful and gorgeous. So do not be scared to take it to the next level, you know? So a lot of you guys were asking me why I didn't go to prom with Mickey. Y'all saw the photo he posted on Instagram. He took his friend Angel, and a lot of you guys were like, oh, what the f, bitch? Why didn't you go? And to make a long story short, I just wasn't invited. No tea, no shade, but if you ask Mickey, totally different perspective on that. He just thinks I didn't want to go, which to be honest, I didn't really want to go, but I would have gone if I was invited, was not invited, was not proposed to. So, bitch, I didn't go and I stayed home with the dogs. That's some tea though. I know Mickey's probably gonna get mad at me for saying that, but y'all want an explanation? And there you go. There you have it. I hate it when YouTubers are just like,
I'm gonna keep this private. I'm not gonna like talk about this. I'm not gonna like say this. I'm not gonna say that.
I will be the first person, I can assure you of this, to keep it 100 with you guys. And like, I look at you guys like my friends, and bitch, like, I just don't see the reason of keeping secrets from you guys. Like, Mickey and I, yes, we fight. Yes, we do mean things to each other. Not intentionally, but you know, it's just like, I'm always going to keep it real with y'all. Like, I'm not gonna like make up some fake bullshit story. I feel like some people are very private with their lives. Me, I just don't really give a f. Like, I will tell everyone everything. I will tell everyone my business. So there you go. There's the tea. No tea, no shade. Don't go attack Mickey for it, because really, I honestly do not care. I don't care at all. But girl, I'm going to prom in my studio. I'm gonna be looking cute or whatever. So I'll show y'all what I would have looked like if I did go to prom. Because this is totally the makeup look I would have done. I'm now going in with foundation. And this is my Makeup Forever Ultra HD. I've had this for like 3 years and I'm pretty sure it's expired, but when you have so many foundations, I feel like you don't use them all up. And I mean, I think it's fine, whatever. It's not what's the worst that can happen, honey. So I'm just gonna use this. I don't recommend using expired makeup, but girl, you gotta do what you have to do. I just think this is like kind of perfect for the look I'm going for. It gives me coverage, but like not too much. Because I already feel like my skin is having a really good skin on it right now, which is so good. If I would be going to prom, I would probably be having the worst skin of my life just because how the world works. But right now I'm having a good skin day, so I'm just gonna go light with foundation. No need to go heavy. It's prom, girl. We want to look thickening. I think if you have really nice skin, just accentuate that. Don't cover it with foundation. You know, you can still make your skin look gorgeous without being cakey. Which is kind of what I'm doing, because I use the highlighter to give me the littlest bit of coverage, which is weird because it totally does give me a little bit of coverage. And then the foundation, just to kind of finish it off, I just really go in on my cheeks because I have that like hyperpigmentation. I don't even know what it's called, but it's just redness. My skin looks like glass, which is exactly what I wanted. Foundation is on, and that's me right now. I'm gonna take the Prisma Glow palette from Dominique Cosmetics. This is Kristen Dominique's new palette. Honey, she's stunning. I'm gonna take a little bit of skin gloss on my finger. And this is a, like, I don't know what you call it. It's like a cream highlighter. And I'm just gonna apply these to the high points to give me a little bit more shine. Cause honey, when I'm saying we're going for glass skin, we're going for glass skin. You know, if glass skin is not your thing, you could totally just skip the highlighter part, you know, up to you. This is just what I love. This is what I think is beautiful. So that's what I'm doing. Oh my god, this is so stunning. And we're done. Moving on, I'm going to take littlest bit of color correcting. Wow, this palette is literally disgusting. I've had this literally forever too, but it still works, you know. For whatever reason, even with the most full coverage powders and concealers, I always have a little bit of dark circles peeking through. I don't know why. They're not like bad, but like they just always are kind of like there even through the makeup. So I'm gonna cover it up. Some color correcting, and like this is actually I think the perfect color for color correcting for me because it's not so dark to where like you can see the color corrector through your concealer. I know a lot of color correctors do that to me. So that's a good shade for me. I can just blend that in on my dark circles and forget about it. It works really nicely for me. Set that with the littlest bit of powder. You do not want to go crazy. Now, concealer, Born This Way. Concealer by Too Faced. This is one of my favorites at the moment. I was like about this close to getting that into my eye. Where's my booty blender? Be right back, I'm gonna get a booty blender. Okay, she's back with a booty blender, brand new, she's bougie. Alright, blending it out. You know, I'm usually too lazy to like get up and dampen my beauty blender, but when I do, forget how good this thing works. Okay, and I know a lot of people will put concealer on their high points of their face just to highlight too. And I do that sometimes, but with this look, I want to keep it looking really fresh and natural. So I just take the excess that's on the sponge and I put that right there on that high points because it doesn't add that much more product, but it gives you that like highlighted effect without the excess product. So that's why I like doing that. And then again, with putting the highlighter that we use from this palette on the high points of our face, it just really brings it forward and gives that like extra dimension. I just love how that looks so much. Now I'm going to be using mostly cream products. I feel like when you add powders, that's kind of what makes a look more cakey. Like this doesn't look cakey at all, but once I set it with a powder, it'll look a little cakey, but then setting spray will fix it. We all know the drill of that, but I feel like the less powders I have to use on my face, the better. So I'm going to be taking this MAC 24 Hour Wear Studio Fix concealer, and I'm just gonna take this shade, and as you can see, it's really not that much darker. I mean, it is, but it's not like a full-on contour shade. So I'm going to be using this as bronzer, and then I'm just going to contour with powder. But this is one less step I have to add because I usually do put bronzer all over my face, if you know what I mean. Just blend that out. And this is another reason I don't add a lot of foundation because I do add so many cream products. The foundation, like my contour, my concealer, and everything. So it does give me that like full coverage look, but without all that excess unneeded product. And then I'm just gonna blend this on my jawline, hide that double chin, honey. I don't really have a double chin, but I do love a chiseled jawline, so just make that happen right here. And always blend here because I would get clocked the house for not blending my contour like well enough on my jawline because you can easily miss it. And I'd go to school and people would be like, did you blend your jawline, girl? Because there's just a fucking line. And so I would literally get clocked and it would be embarrassing. So I always make sure to blend when I contour my jawline. But as you can see, this is like adding a little bit of dimension, but it's not like that much darker. It's so subtle, so natural, but it gives me that dimension, which is what we wanted. And it looks so good. I love contouring my nose with a cream product. I remember when everyone used to do it back in 2017, and then I guess it was just like a trend that people forgot about. But it works for me so nicely. When I do it with a powder, it literally will just look so bad. It'll look so intense and it won't diffuse properly and it'll just look like not blended well enough lines on my nose. And also it removes my foundation from underneath my nose when I contour my nose with a powder. So doing this with this concealer just looks so well. Do you see how good that looks? It's like blended perfectly. Like it's like unclockable. There's like no lines and it just looks perfect. It's so much easier to blend a cream than a powder, I feel like. Base makeup is done and turning the jaw. I love it. Looks so freaking good. Now we are going to just set our face. I feel like with powder, I do like setting it a lot just because it will stay and lock everything in for a really long night. I mean, we're gonna be partying, we're gonna be dancing tonight, so I mean like, we want it to stay, but then once we use the setting spray, it'll remove the cakiness of it, especially if you use 3 or 4 layers like I do, which is really extra, but I mean, it's prom night, let's be extra, right? So, a lot of powder, lock this in, it's not going anywhere, and we'll fix it with the setting spray later on. It'll look cakey for a minute, then eventually we'll go away. And y'all, I have experience doing this because in my hometown, we already had our prom, and so many fake fucking friends asked me to do their prom makeup. I'll get into that in a minute. I would have friends who I probably haven't talked to in a year. I would hit up to ask to hang out and they'd be like, sorry, I'm busy. Like, you know, kind of never make time for me. And then like, or like when you made plans and then they bail on you to hang out with someone else. I know like that's so middle school, but it still happens today apparently because people just aren't mature enough. But then they would never talk to me, never ask me how I was, never ask me what I was doing, FaceTime me, nothing. Nothing, not a single text, not a single FaceTime call, never asking me to hang out. But then prom rolls around. So whenever prom rolls around, so many people ask me to do their makeup. And I'm like, you bullied me in high school, you talked shit behind my back, and now you want me to do your makeup. Okay, no. And then there's my friends who, around prom, they hit me up like, hey, do you want to hang out Saturday to do your makeup? Not to like actually hang out with you because they actually genuinely care about you, just because they can gain something from you. So I had so many friends, I do not consider them friends, but all year, don't ask me how I'm doing, don't ask me to hang out, don't swipe up on my story, don't DM me, really even like comment on a photo, like literally nothing. Like they don't talk to me, they don't ask me to hang out, they don't ask me how I'm doing, really anything. And then prom rolls around and they're like, hey, do you want to hang out? And I'm like, oh, just so I can do your prom makeup? Or like they're like, hey, can you do my prom makeup? Hey, I miss you so much, but like, can you do my prom makeup? And it's like almost offensive. I mean, it's not almost, it is offensive because the whole year they had no interest in you, didn't care about you, didn't ask you to hang out, didn't ask you how you were or anything. The second that they can gain something from you, the second that they can use you for something, they're all of a sudden your best friend and they want something from you. And there's so many people out there that are like that. Not everyone's like that, by all means. No, not every person's like that, but there's just so many people that like want to use you, and like you just have to kind of put a guard up and like put in perspective for yourself where you're like not going to allow that from someone. I know for so long I just was so blindsided and I couldn't really like tell when someone was using me. And I mean, I let it happen, and I mean, I was taken advantage of, and it's just a lot of hurt feelings. So I have at least enough respect for myself to just know, like, I'm not going to be used by these quote-unquote friends just because I want to have friends. And I feel like that's something in high school everyone kind of does, is they just allow themselves to be used so they have friends. But I'm okay not having friends. I'd rather have no friends than friends that just use me and only are friends with me to gain something from me. I always cut out those people. And I want you guys to know the reason I'm saying this is because you should not let anyone use you. You should not let anyone in your life take advantage of you. And if you have friends that are doing that, if you have people that are doing that in your life, you need to cut them out and you need to just live your life for you. And of course, my friends that do care about me and do things about me and do hang out with me and do ask me how I am and are there for me when I'm going through a hard time. Those friends are the friends that when they ask me to do their prom makeup, I'm like, of course, I would love to do nothing more than to help you out because you've always been there for me. I drop everything to be there for them when they need me. So when they ask me like, hey Jake, can you do my prom makeup? Of course I'll do your prom makeup. And so I got to do a lot of my friends' prom makeup this year. I did my sister's prom makeup this year and it was a lot of fun. And you know, like when you have those good friends who are there for you and who do things for you, you should always give back and return that to them. I just want you all to know, cut the fake bitches out. If you find people that are using you, people that only hit you up when they can gain something from you, you need to cut them out. You need to forget about them. You need to just leave them in your past because honestly, you do not need those toxic people in your life. And I wish I learned that way back because I was taken advantage of so many times by my friends and not my friends anymore and I do not consider them friends, but it just sucks. And you have to just not be used. And this is a prom makeup tutorial, girl. I need to just get back to f***ing business. Anyway, we're gonna move on to brows. I'm obsessed with how my makeup is looking so far. It looks so freaking snatched. I'm going to take my brow pencil, and my brows have been in art form the last couple of months. I switched up my brow routine and I feel like they look much better. I used to just be kind of sloppy with them and like do a quick little fill and then just call it a day. This is my natural hair color. I finally have grown it out and then cut off where I did have platinum blonde. Like this is literally from like when I did my platinum blonde in June last year, a year ago. This is the platinum blonde. You can still kind of see it. But this is my natural hair color and I'm actually never lived this fantasy in a while. And when I was younger, I had really light blonde hair and it's just gotten darker. But since I was always dyeing my hair for the last 4 or 5 years, I never got to see like, you know, my natural hair and I am loving it right now. So maybe in the future, if I can find a good natural hair dye, I will dye my hair. But as of right now, I'm just feeling it. Thank God I woke up in a talkative mood today. Because usually when I do makeup tutorials, I just don't fucking speak and it's an issue. That's why makeup tutorials are so boring. The last couple of days, I've been getting up at 8 or 9 o'clock as opposed to 11 or 12 o'clock. So it's a huge difference and I notice with my mood, my anxiety, really everything, it's better when I wake up. I'm earlier, I'm more productive, I'm happier, I'm less lazy, and I don't know, if you guys are having a hard time with your sleeping schedule, it's worth it to get up early. It's actually so funny. So this morning that I'm filming this, I was in the news. Sister scandal? No, I'm just kidding. I don't know, they were just interviewing me about my life and my success and everything like that. And I know everyone from my old school is watching it, so it's everything to know that like, hello, I'm over here doing these things and they're watching me. So I had so many texts this morning like, oh my God, we saw you on the news, so cool. And I was like, hi, thank you. I'm taking a brow pen and I'm just gonna draw in some little hairs on the front of my eyebrow, making it appear more full, even though that pretty much did nothing. Okay. Now I'm cleaning up my eyebrows. Okay, so I want to talk to you all because I have been so anxious about this and I want to know if any of you guys maybe went through the same thing or I'm just fucking crazy. I finished school this year, I moved out this year, and my sister graduated this year and she's going off to college at the end of summer. And it's just like kind of when your whole childhood you're like, oh my God, I can't wait to be an adult, I can't wait to grow up, I can't wait to do this, I can't wait to do that. But then it like eventually comes and it's there and it's happening and there's nothing you can do about it. You can't go back in time. You can't go and say, wait, never mind, let me just rewind and just enjoy it. Now that I'm here and like, you know, it just has been so sad for me because it's like, I'm an adult now. I'm still 17, but I will be an adult. This is my last year of being a minor and eventually, I'm literally shaking because this is giving me such bad anxiety. And I'm gonna be on my own and then I'm gonna maybe get married, I don't know. Maybe have kids, I don't know, and then die. I don't know, I just feel like the first chapter of my life is happening and it's coming to a close. and it's scary, and there's a lot of change happening right now, and there's just a lot that I'm like so unsure about, and it's just literally a lot, which is, I don't know if y'all saw my fucking breakdown when I had on my birthday, but I've just been having so much anxiety and just such a difficult time with everything. I'm now an adult. Now I have to do all these adult things, like take care of my dogs and take care of my house and, you know, work a job and provide for my family. And it's like, it's just a lot. And it's just a lot of change, and it's just a lot of responsibility, and it's crazy. And I miss being a kid, and I miss, you know, going to play dates and playing on the playground and going to school and, you know, hanging out with my friends at lunchtime and just like being a kid and like not having any worries. And so many people, like, when you're like, I can't wait to grow up, I can't wait to be an adult, they're like, no, enjoy your time while you're a kid, because eventually you're gonna be grown up and you're gonna, you know, be crazy. And you're gonna wish you could come back to these days. And it's so true. And I didn't believe it until it happened. And I don't know, just having so much anxiety about it, and just being an adult and like not being a kid anymore, and like it's just a lot, and it's a lot of change. And I went back to therapy. I've pretty much gone to therapy my entire life, because with everything that's happened, like I remember I started going to therapy when my parents got divorced, and then I started having anxiety issues when I was in like 5th grade, and I went to therapy for my anxiety, and just like over time my anxiety kind of went in waves of being good and being bad. Right now I'm in a period where it's okay, but it's definitely not where I want it to be, because it's still like hard, and it's still preventing me from doing things. And I don't know, it's just scary to think about. Like, I'm an adult, and I'm gonna be an adult the rest of my life, and then I die. This is getting deep, but really it is. It's just something that's been so hard for me to go through, and it's just something I'm like kind of freaking out about. Like, I'm an adult, and next year I will be an actual adult. I will be an adult. I will be 18. I don't know, I'm just having a lot of anxiety about that. And I don't know if it's been hard for you guys when you're transitioning into an adult, because that's definitely the stage I'm going through right now. I'm gonna grab my eyeshadow palette with your back so we can at least move in through the tutorial. Okay, so y'all, I'll take the Jakewardenn Hill palette. I know she's old, but this is like the perfect palette for a warm tone smoky eye, which is what I'm going for, because it's prom, girl. We want to be glamorous. I hope y'all are getting hyped for prom with me being deep. But anyway, taking this shade, by the way, I'm gonna blend that into my crease. But yeah, I'm becoming an adult, and there's nothing I can do to stop it. It's happening. I have to do it. I have to be an adult the rest of my life, and I never get to be a kid again. I never get to go back to school. I never get to... It's just a lot. It really fucking is. It's a lot. And another thing I want to talk to you all about, which I feel like is definitely just a me thing. I feel like no one else really has this. I mean, I guess maybe my mom, but like, I went to DC to see Mickey for his birthday, and on that flight, I had the worst panic attack. I don't even know if it's the worst panic attack, but it was a fucking panic attack. I was on the plane and I had a panic attack. There was just a lot that happened that day, and I think leading up to that just didn't help. And then like, I just kind of felt trapped. I didn't want to sit on the plane for 4 hours, but it was like kind of my only way home, and I wanted to go home, and like, I don't even know how to explain it, but like, I just got really like claustrophobic. It was scary, and now I'm like kind of scared to death to get back on a plane. And I haven't been on a plane since January, and I travel a lot for work, and turning down opportunities because I don't want to travel, it's not good, because I love traveling, but I'm like literally scared to death of being on a plane. And I know if I go anywhere, I'll have to be on a plane, and then once I'm ready to leave that destination, I have to get on a plane to get home, and it's just so fucking much. And it's, I don't know, I hope none of you guys are going through the same thing, but if you are, like, no, you are not alone. I'm hoping one day to be over my plane anxiety so I can get back to traveling, because I literally love traveling so freaking much. It's my favorite thing to do. But now, honey, let's talk about prom. Y'all are watching this and are getting ready for prom with me. Are you excited? What do you want to do tonight? What are your plans? Are you gonna get lit? Hopefully not. I know your ass is underage if you're going to prom, so don't get lit. I think prom would have been fun. I'm a little sad I don't get to go to prom because I don't go to public school, but it definitely beats the constant bullying and harassment that I received in school every single day. So I would definitely rather just sit at home than go to prom, but part of me wishes that I could go to prom. Maybe if one of y'all want to take me, I will go, but I hope you all have a great night. I hope you look stunning. I hope this makeup look that you're following with me turns out amazing. I'm sure it will, because I'm so good at describing things. Am I right? I just added this shade directly below it. So we started with this shade, and then directly below it, I went to this shade. And now I'm gonna take a flat top brush, and I'm gonna go in with this really deep shade, another 2 shades down from the one we just used. And I'm going to put her in the bottom using patting motions, and I'm kind of bringing that all the way here, and then just kind of smoking it up and out. Love it. I'm trying to keep it simple for all of my inexperienced makeup artists, because I know when I tried to follow like a Nikki tutorial when I was first starting off, I literally was so lost and it was so difficult, and I literally could not even attempt to do it. So I'm just keeping this simple so everyone can do this tutorial. I also think just a little simple smoky eye, can't go wrong with that. It's everything. I'm gonna take this really cool bronzing shade. I'm gonna start with that. I'm definitely gonna lighten it up with a lighter shade. Okay, and I'm just going to pop this on that lid. And then I'm gonna take a smaller like pencil brush, and I'm just going to like perfectly outline this half cut crease. Okay. Going back with my blending brush, I'm gonna take that like kind of reddy mauve shade, and I'm just gonna put that right back into the crease because I feel like we lost a little bit of that extra warmth we wanted. And I'm just gonna pat that in there. Alright, I'm gonna take this little transition shade directly above that first shade that we used, and I'm just going to blend it out and diffuse everything out. And by the way, I'm taking literally the littlest bit of product. You probably don't even have to like dip into this, but I'm just using that to diffuse. And I know y'all may have wanted more drama, but don't worry, when we add the lash, it'll be so stunning, so simple. Everyone will love it. So I'm gonna finish this other eye off camera, pop on the lashes. I recommend y'all invest in a good lash, not sponsored, but the Lily lashes are my favorite. If you invest in a really nice high-end lash, if anything, if you're using any luxury product in the video, I recommend the lashes because the lashes are what's gonna bring the look in and make it look so freaking pretty. Okay, and the lashes are here. So if you follow me on Instagram, you may or may not have seen on my IG stories, I just went on a little rant because while doing the other eye and the lash off camera, I went on YouTube and I freaking got spoiled of this week's RuPaul's Drag Race episode. I have not watched it yet, but I just found out who went home because every time a queen goes home, they do the what you packin' and the makeup tutorial on their YouTube channel. And so the makeup tutorial popped up and I'm like, you freaking get me. Couldn't wait a freaking week, so I didn't get spoiled, so I just found out who went home. I'm mad about it. I'm not gonna spoil it for you because I know how annoying that is, but these episodes always get spoiled between social media and Eden the doll. It always gets spoiled for me. I also forgot to add an inner corner highlight, so I'm adding that now. I'm using this shade right here. This little beautiful, stunning little shade. I just recommend just use whatever highlighter works best for your skin tone. And I'm also gonna just put it right here on my nose. And I like using like a really small brush like this because I can be really precise with it. I don't like using a normal brush because I don't want the highlighter to be too much because that'll make my nose look big. So a very wide nose. Spritz this a little bit, it's a big spot. Like I said, using 4 or 5 coats of setting spray is really good for your skin. I already did one after I wiped off the powder, but I'm gonna do another one. Where's my fan? I'm like bothering with just my little hands. I have this done in 8 seconds with a fan. And I'm picking it up with my toe because I'm too lazy to get out of my chair. Boom, I got the fan. Okay, I'm gonna take the Hoola bronzer. I'm just gonna take this with a really small, like, this is like a highlighter brush, but I like taking this and I just like softly diffusing this directly underneath my cheekbone because it really gives that illusion of a good cheekbone. Okay, so the skin is looking flawless. Y'all, if you try these techniques, let me know how it works for you. I know it just looks so good for me. But I'm going to take my Fresh Sugar lip drops. These, if you're sleeping on them, bitch, they're so good. I saw Miss Jackie Aina use them, and so I was like, okay, I need to try them. And they're everything. So I usually don't do lip prep. Y'all can probably tell if you watch my Instagram videos. I don't really prep my lips with anything. I just put it on the dry crustiness that they are. But since it's prom, we want to prep the lips. We want the lips to look smooth under our lipstick. And this actually will give you a little bit of plumping, so it'll make your lips nice and full I find lip plumpers actually don't really like make them bigger, but they just kind of make them more firm and smooth. So I'm just rubbing this in. I really don't do a good job taking care of my lips because they're always dry and crusty. I'm sure Mickey loves that. Now I'm taking the Tatcha Camilla lip balm. This is my favorite lip balm. And literally just doing those two things already made my lips look so much better. I should probably do that every time I put on lipstick, but you know, she's lazy, so. Bitch! She looks so nice. So now I'm gonna add the littlest bit of blush. I don't wanna go over with blush because I already have so much redness on. I kind of like don't like adding too much blush, if any at all, because I feel like I already have that blush naturally underneath my makeup. But because it's prom, I'm gonna add a little bit. I'm just gonna put that right there. Like as you can see, it literally doesn't even really make a difference. Kind of evens this whole situation out a little bit. Blush on. I love my nose. My nose looks so good. So now taking the Dominique Cosmetics highlighting palette. These highlighters are so freaking pretty. I love skin gloss. That's like my new obsession. I'm gonna take Pink Haze. And I'm just gonna... Oh my god, Kristen, bitch, you snapped. Oh, I love her. I love. It really gives you that like glass skin finish, which is perfect. This highlighter gives you kind of like a finish like not really a lot of highlighters do. Like you can tell she's expensive. And it doesn't even like accentuate my texture, which is good too because a lot of highlighters will do that. See that like gloss? Oh, yes. Okay. She's happy with her. I'm gonna finish it off with the Fix Plus Gold Light. This has like little reflectance in it, like gold reflectance. Like I said, I literally drench my face because I'm that extra. Look at how good my skin looks. I also find when you use dewy makeup, it makes your skin look so smooth. It makes it look like glass. It makes it look so nice. It makes it look natural and just it's just melting onto your skin and it's everything. Taking the Makeup by Shayla X ColourPop lip pencil. ColourPop has the best lip liners. Don't tell me differently because I'm obsessed with them. And I am going to outline like so. So I'm just literally outlining the rim of my lips because I just want this to give me some dimension. We're gonna go for some really full lips today. This has been my recent favorite lipstick. I love the color on her. She's stunning. I'm gonna put her in the center of my lips and then kind of meshing the two together. Last, let's finish off with some gloss. This gloss has been my recent fave. I'm gonna just add this on the center of my lips to make them look that much bigger. Alright y'all, I think this look is complete. Don't mind the hair. Y'all, hopefully you have someone doing your hair, or a mom that knows how to do your hair really well, or a friend that knows how to do your hair really well. But girl, I'm not gonna even bother with the hair. We're just here for the makeup. I'm here, your makeup artist, doing your makeup for you. Everyone else is hopefully taking care of the rest of the steps of getting you ready. Really simple, really elegant, really classy. You're gonna be a classy woman at this prom, and it's gonna look so good. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Also, tell me what you think of this glass skin look. I'm obsessed with it. And yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much for listening to me, listening about all my problems and anxiety and everything like that. Hopefully this video wasn't too long for you guys, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Remember, I love you all so much. I hope you have a great prom if you're going, or great time doing whatever you're doing following this makeup tutorial. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.